Good morning. So today, I'll be talking about three measures or metrics that business owners and marketing teams should be considering for their business if they want to position the business for long-term profitability and growth. Yep, long-term growth. And these are the three things. Number one, cost to acquire a customer. Sure, we compute the expenses for marketing, we compute the expenses for sales, we compute the expenses for the website, the ads, and whatnot. But we don't, but even seasoned marketers forget to compute for the cost to acquire a customer, particular customer at that. Knowing that would allow you to, actually would open up more doors for you, because you would realize how much or how less it costs you to acquire a customer, and you'd have a good sense of whether you'd go into ads, you'd have the budget to go to SEO, or if you can set up some kind of a life cycle for your customers, so you wouldn't have to constantly spend too much on cost of acquiring customers just to hit your revenue targets and goals. So that's the first thing, cost to acquire a customer, CAC. The second one is customer lifetime value. This may not necessarily be applicable for all businesses, but I noticed that we always think that the low-hanging fruit is always those who are ready to buy from us. And when we acquire those, we think that sure, their first transaction can be profitable, but for products that for high ticket products, for example, or for products and services that require long commitments, it's a must to compute for the customer lifetime value. You might have heard of the term loss leader. This is true for businesses who offer front-end discounts or free trials just to get the customer's foot in the door and to experience the service or the product that they are offering, so they can be repeat customers later on. So that's the value of computing for customer lifetime value. If you get to compute for that, you can budget. You can set aside budget for acquiring customers, but also for retaining them. And did you know that it is globally recognized and globally observed that customer retention costs are usually lower than customer acquisition costs? What do I mean by that? And that's the third thing to measure, by the way, costs to retain a customer, CRC. And customer retention costs are those actions or campaigns that you're running to make sure that your customers do repeat purchases with you. And assuming you have really good product or service or software that people would want to commit to for the long term, or keep purchasing for their family, for example, or for their offices, for their businesses, computing for customer lifetime value would allow you to offer some front-end discounts, front-end offer that may not necessarily be profitable on the first instance. Then, because you drive them for repeat purchase or contract renewals, you get to profit from them in the long term. And that's the value of that's why you should find out your customer retention costs. This may involve the regular SMS or push notifications or emails that you send out, inviting them back to purchase to you, or sending them sending them newsletters or curated blogs based on their purchase behavior, just so they can see the relevance of your service or your offer even after their first purchase. So again, these are the three things that I think business owners and marketing teams should always include in their in the things that they measure every so often. So again, customer acquisition cost, which involves how you get the customer to do their first transaction with you. Customer customer lifetime value, which is essentially the long-term value of a customer for your business. Say the first instance is not yet profitable for you, and that's okay. But you know that if you retain them for more than 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, their customer lifetime value increases, and that gets you more profitable in the long run. I've heard from a professor that credit cards are only profitable for banks if they return the credit card owner for more than 3 years. I forgot where they got that data, but that explains clearly what I mean by computing for customer lifetime value. In a way, having that customer lifetime value measured gets you to map out how you would want to push transactions, upsells, cross sells with the businesses, or with your prospects, your clients rather. So that's the value of customer lifetime value. And third, customer retention costs, which essentially just making sure that they are still within your network, within your ecosystem, and that you are driving them for repeat transactions or contract renewals and whatnot. And there you go. I hope this helps. I hope you get to start computing for your CAC, CLV, and CRC. That's it for now. I hope this was